Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to Drawing Down the Dragon. I'm Snappy, and thank you for joining me for our Unbox and Explore. And today we're going to be checking out the Insecta Obscura Tarot. Insecta Obscura. I'm really excited to be digging into this one. It looks so fun. This is done by a really interesting artist named Faina Lorah. And Faina Lorah is originally from Cincinnati, and this is a really cool deck inspired by insects and really amazing imagery. um, let's take a look here at Faina's website, sorry, and we can read a little bit about her. Okay. Oh, so let me remove that. Okay, so let's take a look here. It says Faina Lorah is a Cincinnati based artist who puts a modern and magical spin on traditional art techniques to create a world of whimsy. She draws from her Russian heritage to produce folk art with a bold and colorful twist, aims to make divination cards both approachable and accessible, and loves to share stories through her oil paintings. She has published numerous books on fairy tales and folklore, including Vasilissa's Russian fairy tales, curious creatures of Russian folklore, and Krampus and other Yuletide tarot tales. So that's Faina, right? And we can check out over here her website. So right now she has recently created a new divination deck called Weird Weavings Threads of Feminine Wisdom. So she's promoting this currently on her website. And we can see some of the beautiful art from this deck, which I hope to get some point because it's just really amazing. It's like a Norse folk deck, runes and goddesses, and then just really, really, really awesome art. So we can take a look at a bunch of these really cool art pieces here. And she also has a Lenormand deck that looks really, really awesome. I'm not too familiar with Lenormand. Lenormand is a system I have yet to work with, but I intend to in the future. But it would be neat to check it out. I just love collecting art and seeing all these various decks. It's always so fun. But what I wanted to do before we get into the reading proper, or get into the box proper and explore here, is we can check out her YouTube channel. So if we hop over here to her YouTube, right, she has this really interesting little exploration of the Weird Weavings deck. So you'll get to meet Faina, you get to see her art studio and this deck. It's only 3 minutes. We'll take a look and watch together. It's a lot of fun.
Hello, Faina here with my new deck.
Oh, I don't know why it is echoing like that. 1 second here.
Faina here with my new deck, Weird Weavings, Threads of Feminine Wisdom. It's a Norse rune. And I wanted to do a little walkthrough with you of my process of creating this deck and also show you a little bit of my studio. You can read through each rune, the description, which all features goddesses from Norse mythology, plants, animals, even the color schemes of each card in this deck are all inspired by the Norse runes. Here we have the cards. They're quite large, so they're nice and sturdy and big. And I thought of doing this because I would like them to be used not only for divination, but also as altar pieces. So I wanted to have the artwork displayed at a large format on these beautiful, very thick and sturdy cards so that you can place them wherever you would like to get your inspiration. Here is my workspace, and I create all of my pieces here, oil paint, watercolor. I like to have a little nook in my studio where I feel like I'm isolated from the world, where I can have my creativity and peace. I have my little painting chair, a nice drafting style table here, so I don't hunch too much while I'm painting. So here's a piece
Oh shoot. Can you hear me now? Sorry. All right. Sorry about that, guys. All right. What I wanted to say here, sorry, is just I wanted to show you guys that because I really wanted you to see how she works, that she's this dedicated magical artist, someone who's really trying to create magical items that are both for divination and for ritual work. And it was really, really, really beautiful stuff. And take a look at how she works her art and get to see Faina. So go subscribe to her on her YouTube channel. It's in the description below, and give her support and make sure to check out her website. Really, really, really cool stuff. All right. So let's dig into this awesome deck here. So today we're going to be talking about an earlier deck of hers called Insecta Obscura. And this was gifted to me, and I'm going to give you my unfiltered opinion. We're going to open it up the deck, take a look, and explore. So let's see here. All right. First, we'll try to open up some of this plastic. There we go. Okay. All right. So here we are. Wow. Very, very cute. Very, very cute. Oh, is my camera mirrored? Did my camera get mirrored? What's going on here? Sorry about that, guys. There we go. Insecta Obscura, created by Faina Lorah. All right. Let's take a look here. Okay. What do we got inside? So we have our nice deck here. Wow, they're really glossy. Really nice cards. Comes with a little instruction booklet. Very, very, very cute. High gloss paper. Wow. Really, really nice. Really nice. Let's take a look here. What does she have to tell us for the introduction? Insecta Obscura embraces the secret world of tiny creatures, the vast and often overlooked universe of insects, arachnids, and beautiful beasties is represented in the 78-card tarot deck by Faina Lorah. Each hand-painted illustration blends the magical properties of a tarot card with a critter that best embodies the meaning and spirit. It allows for a more surreal and fantastical approach to tarot reading. Really, really beautiful. Really, really, really beautiful. Tarot is a playing card system that empowers the reader to confirm their own intuitive thoughts and to move forward in life with a truthful and purpose-driven way. This tarot deck contains a total of 78 cards. 22 of these are called Major Arcana, and the rest are Minor Arcana. Arcana refers to a secret specialized body of art. The 22 Major Arcana cards follow the journey of life through important events. The remaining 56 minor cards represent everyday influences. The minor cards are broken down into 4 suits: wands, cups, blades, orbs. Each suit is associated with the 4 classic elements. Blades and orbs. Interesting. Interesting. Rather than swords and discs or pentacles. All right. This booklet includes simple interpretations of each card and keywords for reading. Okay. Interesting, interesting, interesting. And they give you a little basic here. They talk about how to purify your deck. Wow, that's cute. It says, purifying the deck. This helps with clearing any attached energy from the deck before you use it. Some options include incense, crystals, and moonlight. It is up to the reader whether to purify the deck with each reading or periodically. Light your favorite incense. Palo Alto or frankincense are popular cleansing, and pass your deck through the smoke. Place a clear crystal on top of the deck for several minutes to absorb any negative energy. Moonlight, a great way to purify and recharge your magical tool. Including a tarot deck is to place it under the moonlight overnight. All beautiful advice. All beautiful advice. Very cute. Grounding. It is best to start by grounding your energy before engaging with the deck. This process connects the mind to the body and the body to the earth. Take some deep breaths, clear your mind, and imagine some roots flowing from your core to the earth below. Shuffling. Start with setting an intention for your reading. It helps to have a question in mind before shuffling the cards. There's no right way to shuffle. The important part is to feel your energy flowing through the deck. Shuffle as long as needed until you feel an energy exchange with the cards. Reading the cards. When the time feels right, lay out the cards in the spread that works for you. There are many types of spreads, and they vary in complexity. If you are a beginner, try spreads with 3 or less cards. When reading a spread, it is up to the reader whether they prefer to see one card at a time or read them all at once. Significator cards. If you are unsure of what to ask for the reading, pull a card at random when shuffling. This is the significator card, and it acts as a point of focus for the reading to follow. All cute, fun advice. And then it gives you an example of the classic Celtic cross spread. And then it goes into the major arcana. All right, so let's take a look at the cards here now. All right, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful stuff. Okay. All right, wow. Really, really, really high quality, really interesting texture on these cards. Really slippery though. They kind of shine a little bit blue. I don't know if you guys can see that. Really interesting, interesting. On the back, you have this lovely little image here, right? Beautiful. Okay, so what is our, ooh, really slidey. What's our first card? Okay, they're starting with the majors. We're going to start with the Fool here. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, let's zoom right in. Okay, so our first insect, the Fool. The Fool. Bell cricket. The bell cricket. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right. And what do they have to tell us for the Fool? The Fool is the spirit of innocence, new beginnings, and spontaneity. Now is the time to take a chance and start a new journey. The bell cricket, Meloemorpha japonica, is a symbol of good luck. In ancient times, it was given as a gift or kept as a pet due to its unique singing voice. Upright, innocence, beginnings, spontaneity. Reversed, carelessness, apathy, uncertainty. Beautiful, beautiful. The Fool. All right. The Magus, the Magician. Oh, we got 2 cards stuck there. Oops, here we go. The Magus. The Magus. All right. Blue Centipede. The Blue Centipede. Wow. Interesting. The Magician. The Magician is master of manifestation. With some practice and skill, this card represents confident control over the 4 elements: earth, air, fire, and water. The Blue Centipede, Scolopendra viridis, represents growth through stages. When centipedes are young, they have fewer legs, but with molting, they add body segments and more pairs of legs. Upright, manifestation, skill, confidence. Reversed, powerlessness, procrastination, manipulation. All right, let's continue. Next is the High Priestess, Morning Cloak. Oh, wow, look at that. Look at the skull on that one. And I love the moon symbol we get too. Really interesting. Can I get this to focus better? Sorry, guys. It's pretty good, I guess. Where's that better? That's a little better. There we go. We'll leave it like that. The High Priestess. Wow. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. The High Priestess embodies enlightenment. She is a mysterious feminine spirit existing between the physical and spiritual world. The High Priestess is duality. She is simultaneously in the dark and light. The Morning Cloak, Nymphalis antiopa, is different from other butterflies because it does not migrate. Rather, it hides under bark until spring. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, we continue. Sorry, these want to stick on me. The 3, the Empress, the monarch butterfly. Oh, look at that goddess face in the crown. Beautiful. It was focusing there. Okay, there we go. The Empress, signifies fertility and creation. She is the mother of all and the symbol of abundance. The monarch butterfly, Danaus polexippus, embraces the earth, flying up to 3,000 miles to take in all of its wonders. This distance is farther than any other butterfly. Beautiful, beautiful. All right. Okay, next we have the Emperor, Horrid King Assassin. Horrid King Assassin. All right. The Emperor is the symbol of masculine energy. He embodies stability, conviction, and success. The Horrid King Assassin, Pistala horrida, is not afraid to stand its ground. This insect is covered with spikes and is capable of firing venom into the air. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right. All right, next up we have the Hierophant, the Holy Crossbug. The Holy Crossbug. How interesting. The Hierophant is the embodiment of institution. He stands for tradition, guidance, and wisdom that is passed down through the ages. The Holy Crossbug, Mictus profana, is named for the large cross on its back, reminiscent of the one used by Christian crusaders. Wow, interesting. Interesting, eh? Let's continue. Okay. Next we have the Lovers, Kissing Bugs. Kissing Bugs. Oh, I love the symmetry in this one. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. The Lovers represent meaningful relationships. This card symbolizes the purest form of love, attraction, and harmony. Although the kissing bug, Triatoma fasciata, sounds sweet, it is actually quite cruel, preying on mammals, birds, and snakes, and sucking blood directly out of the victim's face. Oh, wow. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. All right, next up we've got the Chariot, Taurus Scarab. Interesting. Taurus Scarab. The Chariot stands for willpower, determination, and assurance. This is a reminder to charge forward to ensure victory. The Taurus Scarab, Onthophagus taurus, is an ancient symbol associated with growth, development, and effectiveness. It is the strongest insect on Earth, capable of lifting over 1,000 times its own weight. Upright, willpower, determination, assurance. Reversed, doubt, weakness, confusion. Okay. Next up, we have strength. The leafcutter ant. The leafcutter ant. Beautiful, beautiful. All right. True power comes from within. The strength card represents courage, energy, and generosity. The leafcutter ant, Atta cephalates, is incredibly strong, carrying 50 times its own weight, but it also understands the power of teamwork. This insect is part of an incredibly complex society and even grows its own gardens for food harvesting. Upright, courage, energy, generosity. Reversed, pride, discord, anger. The hermit, the giant leaf insect. Beautiful. Look at the face. Love it, love it, love it, love it. The hermit card stands for prudence, introspection, and reflection. Now is the time to look within for truth and wisdom. The giant leaf insect, Philium giganteum, knows how to hide from others. It is hard to distinguish this bug from actual foliage, and as it gets bigger, it even develops frayed brown edges to resemble damaged leaves. Upright, prudence, introspection, reflection. Reversed, isolation, depression, and concealment. Wow. Okay. Next up, we have the Wheel of Fortune, the garden snail. Oh, beautiful. Look at that skull upon the back. Love it, love it, love it, love it. All right. There is nothing permanent except change. The wheel of fortune stands for destiny, fortune, and luck. The garden snail, Helix aspersa, has a spiral shape in its shell that is found in many other elements of nature. This sacred shape symbolizes rebirth and the path from outer consciousness into the inner soul. Destiny, fortune, luck, misfortune, tragedy, chaos. Beautiful, beautiful. Justice, the common walking stick. Love it. An outcome will be determined from past decisions made. The justice card represents equity, rightness, and truth. The common walking stick, Dia firm omera femorata, is the perfect example of an insect on the straight and narrow path. It looks exactly like a twig of a tree, and it can even regenerate its own limbs to blend right in. Upright, equity, rightness, and truth. Reversed, dispute, severity, dishonesty. The hangman, hickory horn devil. The hangman is a symbol of trials to come and the need for surrender and perspective during difficult times. The hickory horn devil, Cytheronia regalis, may appear fearsome, but it is actually quite harmless. Just like the time for change can seem daunting, but it is usually an opportunity for something better. Upright, trial, surrender, perspective. Reversed, delusion, delay, indecision. Death, yellow fevered mosquito. Yellow fevered mosquito. Out with the old, in with the new. Death is the harbinger of transformation. It symbolizes destruction, ending, and transition. The time has come to let go. The yellow fever mosquito, Aedes aegypti, is one of the deadliest insects in the world, spreading several human diseases, including chikungunya, dengue, yellow fever, and Zika. Upright, destruction, ending, transition. Reverse, stagnation, immobility, lethargy. Wow. Okay. Temperance. Temperance. Beautiful demoiselle. Demoiselle. Beautiful demoiselle. All right, what does it say here? Temperance is about balance, moderation, and management. The beautiful demoiselle, Calliopteryx virgo, is a damselfly that enjoys fast-flowing rivers. This insect juggles a life between the elements of earth and water. It breathes air. It depends on water to hunt and to lay its eggs. Upright, balance, moderation, management. Reversed, excess, competition, frustration. All right, the devil. The devil and the hornfly. The hornfly. Wow. The devil. The devil represents entrapment through pettiness, materialism, and addiction. The constraints of the devil are an illusion, and the power to escape is always in reach. The hornfly, Hemotobia irritans, is known for feeding on the blood of other animals. Demonic energies have been associated with flies due to their attraction to decay and disease. Upright, pettiness, materialism, addiction. Reversed, freedom, clarity, awareness. All right. Next, we have the Tower, Devil's Flower Mantis. When the Tower card appears, expect massive change, calamity, and a rude awakening. The Devil's Flower Mantis, Idolomantis diabolica, are the only insects which can turn their head from side to side without moving the rest of their body. They tower over other insects by standing on their hind legs and using their free limbs to fight. Upright, change, calamity, awakening. Reversed, avoidance, reluctance, fear. The star card, the Big Dipper Firefly. Big Dipper Firefly. The star brings renewed hope and faith. It embodies a certainty for the brighter things to come in the future. The Big Dipper Firefly, Photinus Firalis, emits the most efficient light in the world. Nearly 100% of the energy in the chemical reaction is emitted as light. Wow, beautiful. Okay, next up we have the moon. Luna Moth. Luna Moth. Wow, look at that. The moon is associated with uncertainty and illusion. It is time to look within to find the truth. Use intuition as a guide through the subconscious world of dreams. The Luna Moth, Actius luna, is most often seen in the evenings, attracted to the moonlight. Upright, intuition, subconscious, dreams. Reverse, instability, turmoil, illusion. All right, the sun, the early bumblebee. Early bumblebee, the sun. The sun card radiates with happiness, joy, and optimism. It is time to embrace the joy of life. The early bumblebee, Bombus praetorum, knows how to enjoy the sun. It begins its calling cycle earlier than most other species. Upright, happiness, joy, optimism. Reversed, dissatisfaction, sadness, and greed. Judgment, the pharaoh cicada. The pharaoh cicada. Judgment is a card of self-evaluation, closure, absolution, or an outcome is needed to move forward. The pharaoh cicada, Magicicada septendecim, are a species of periodical cicadas emerging from the ground every 17 years. This is the longest known insect life cycle. Upright, outcome, absolution, closure. Reversed, rejection, blockage, sentence. Beautiful. The world, the globe wanderer, the globe wanderer. The final destination is in sight with the world card. After a long journey, there is a sense of completion, accomplishment, and fulfillment. The globe wanderer, Pantala flavescens, makes an annual multi-generational journey of about 11,000 miles. This makes it the world's most prolific long-distance traveler. Upright, completion, accomplishment, fulfillment. Reverse, regret, permanence, inertia. Inertia. Beautiful. Okay, let's continue. We come now to the minor arcana. The minor arcana. We begin with the Ace of Wands. And the Ace of Wands is beautiful here. Bumblebee flower beetle. The Ace of Wands, the bumblebee flower beetle. The Ace of Wands stands for pure potential and a world with no limits. The bumbleflower beetle, Euphoria inda, is not dissuaded by any boundaries. This beetle embodies enthusiasm and inspiration as it mimics the look and behavior of a bumblebee to perfection. Upright, potential, enthusiasm, inspiration. Reversed, distraction, impatience, ambiguity. The Two of Wands, Starry Sky Beetle. Starry Sky Beetle. Wow. Reaching for the stars in the essence of the Two of Wands. focus, planning, and discovery are the keys to achieving dreams. The starry sky beetle, Anoplophora glabrepenis, is dark-shelled with speckles with white resembling the night sky. Upright, focus, planning, discovery. Reversed, hesitation, hindrance, ambivalence. Okay. Greater stag beetle, Three of Wands. The greater stag beetle. When plans are underway, the Three of Wands suggests strategy and enterprise to succeed long term. This card is all about expansion into the future. The greater stag beetle, Lucanus cervus, has large jaws that look just like antlers. It charges forward with confidence, grace, and surety. Beautiful. Four of Wands, the Malachite beetle. The Malachite beetle. The Four of Wands means that it's time for homecoming and celebration. The Malachite beetle, Macalius bipustulatus, mirrors the healing properties of the Malachite stone, which are joy, protection from negative energy, and personal transformation. Homecoming, celebration, relaxation, negative, tension, movement, disagreement. All right. Next up, we have the Five of Wands, the Calligrapha beetle. The Calligrapha beetle. Rivalry and resistance are the qualities of the Five of Wands. The Calligrapha beetle, Calligrapha serpentina, has intricate black markings that resemble an ink block test. Whoever looks at this image sees what they want in it. Diversity in viewpoints can bring an end to senseless fighting. Rivalry, resistance, diversity, evasion, negation, release. Wow, interesting. Six of Wands, Emerald, Euphoria. Emerald, Euphoria. The Six of Wands is about victory and valor. The shiny green of the emerald euphoria gleams brightly in the sun. The laurel it holds represents the recognition it deserves for its achievements. Victory, valor, recognition, narcissism, disgrace, treachery. All right. Seven of Wands, the ironclad beetle. The ironclad beetle. At times, one must protect what they have earned. The Seven of Wands stands for defense and challenging the enemy. The ironclad beetle can withstand the pressure of 39,000 times its own body weight. The beetle doesn't fly, so it is justified in seeking another way to protect itself from others. Defense, challenge, justification, exhaustion, inferiority, judgment. Eight of Wands, musk beetle. Musk beetle. Taking quick action is the message of the Eight of Wands. For the sake of longevity, perseverance, and purpose are essential. The musk beetle, Aromia moschata, has an unusually long life and is left to live in peace by protecting itself with a smelly secretion. Upright, action, longevity, perseverance. Reversed, mistakes, exasperation, opposition. Nine of Wands, the goldsmith beetle. The goldsmith beetle. During times of adversity, the Nine of Wands suggests resilience and persistence. Standing strong and showing boldness is the message of this card. The goldsmith beetle, Catolapa lanigera, is not afraid to show off and shine. It has a bright yellow shell that resembles a lump of gold. Upright, resilience, persistence, boldness, reversed, paranoia, overwhelm, meekness. All right. The Ten of Wands, the striped blister beetle. The striped blister beetle. The Ten of Wands notes stress, burden, and extra responsibility. The striped blister beetle, contains a toxic defensive chemical that results in blisters. Unlike this aggressive insect, it is time to let go of some baggage and take a moment to rest. Stress, burden, baggage, rest, relief, delegation. All right. Rosemary beetle, Page of Wands. Rosemary beetle. Capability and innovation are essential to the Page of Wands. Giving anything a go leads to learning and liberation. The rosemary beetle doesn't settle for any old plant. It has a sophisticated palette of aromatic plants such as rosemary, lavender, sage, and thyme. Beautiful. The champion of wands, the demon beetle. The champion of wands or the knight of wands. Okay. The champion of wands stands for the pursuit of an idea, a sense of adventure. Vitality and dedication are all important qualities for moving towards a goal. The demon beetle, Phineas demon, has a menacing horn that symbolizes the act of charging ahead. Upright, adventure, vitality, dedication. Reversed, impudence, agitation, and haste. The Queen of Wands, the rainbow scarab. All of these are real bugs. Not all of the images are exactly as they look, but all of these are real insects. Real insects. So we got now the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands speaks to those with a creative vision. It takes tenacity to experience growth and to master artistry. The rainbow scarab has all the colors of a painterly palette and stands for unlimited potential. The King of Wands, the Hercules beetle. The Hercules beetle. Natural leadership and influence are essential to the King of Wands. Rather than flying solo, this card enlists the help of others with the use of charisma. Due to its incredible strength, the Hercules beetle was named after a mythological hero who was also known for the same qualities. Beautiful. Oops. The King. The King. Powerful stuff. All right. Pale beauty moth, the Ace of Cups, the pale beauty moth. Okay. Divine love and compassion pour through the Ace of Cups. A lotus nestled in the delicate wings of the pale beauty moth represents the purity of heart. Purity of heart. Upright, love, compassion, purity. Reversed, arrogance, falseness, disconnection. Partnership and passion are represented by the Two of Cups. Sweetheart under wings, gaze at each other. Oh, shoot, I went to the next one. Sorry. Arrogance, falseness, disconnection, love, compassion, and purity. Beautiful. All right. Let's continue. Sorry. Two of Cups, the sweetheart under wing. Look at that. How interesting. Beautiful. Partnership and passion are represented by the Two of Cups, the sweetheart under wings, gaze at each other with knowing eyes. Their bright red under wings symbolize love and sexuality. Partnership, passion, sexuality, struggle, misunderstanding, and folly. Oh, we got two actually stuck here by accident. So this is now the Three of Cups, the comet moth. The comet moth. The Three of Cups stands for community and merriment, a symbol of the triple goddesses hidden in the wings of the comet moth. This indicates that working in concord with others can achieve greater success than working alone. Powerful stuff. The Four of Cups, the primrose moth. The primrose moth. The Four of Cups is an indication of wariness and boredom. Now is the time to go within for contemplation. The ethereal aesthetic of the primrose moth pairs perfectly with the mystical cycles of the moon. Take as long as needed to rest and recenter. Pandora's Sphinx moth. Five of Cups. The Pandora Sphinx moth. Five of Cups. Feelings of loss and pessimism are portrayed in the Five of Cups. The Pandora Sphinx moth wears a plague mask. This indicates a time of disappointment or distress. Wow, powerful. The Six of Cups, the Gypsy moth. The Gypsy moth. A visit to the past is in store when the Six of Cups. This card symbolizes nostalgia or even a reunion. Two gypsy moths with suit symbols on their wings represent playfulness. Now is the time for fun and games. Beautiful. The Seven of Cups, the banded tiger moth. The banded tiger moth. Many options are available with the Seven of Cups. All it takes is some imagination to see the possibilities. The banded tiger moth is shaped like a planchette, indicating a search for direction and meaning. Wow, interesting. The Eight of Cups, the peacock moth. The Eight of Cups represents a compulsion for abandonment and escapism. The giant peacock moth has owlet eyes peering into the future. Its massive wings, spanning up to 8 inches, desire to fly, be set free, and to travel far away. Abandonment, escapism, travel, drifting, clinging, denial. The Nine of Cups, the sunset moth. The sunset moth. The Nine of Cups is about satisfaction and peace. The colorful wings of the sunset moth. The colorful wings of the sunset moth represent the beauty of the fading day, which is similar to the gratitude that comes after a lifetime of hard work. All right. The Ten of Cups, the Emperor moth. The feeling of blissfulness and emotional alignment are present in the Ten of Cups. A gorgeous Emperor moth gazes over all the aspects of life, ruling over family, fortune, and health. Upright, blissfulness, alignment, family, reversed, incompletion, misalignment, damage. Page of Cups, the Atlas moth. The Atlas moth. Opportunity is flowing from the Page of Cups. All it takes is some curiosity to see where this new path leads. The Atlas moth is open to new possibilities with a smiling face and freshness in spirit. Upright, opportunity, curiosity, freshness. Reversed, immaturity, impulsiveness, inexperience. Oops, sorry guys. Gotta be better about them being straight there. Okay. Champion of Cups, the Cecropia moth. Interesting. Romance and charm are near when the Champion of Cups appears. The Cecropia moth is ready to mate with pheromones and lovely red colors representing love. Originality is key to stand out from all the competition. Romance, charm, originality, jealousy, egotism, longing. The mint moth, the queen of cups. The mint moth. Emotional depth is represented by the Queen of Cups. The gorgeous purple and gold colors of the mint moth inspire a royal and dignified approach to the gathering of insight. Upright, emotions, depth, insight. Reversed, shallowness, detachment, codependency. All right. The King of Cups, the Imperial Moth, the Imperial Moth. The King of Cups stands for steadiness and diplomacy. The imperial moth shines like ancient gold with huge wings that span up to 7 inches, an insect that demands respect and represents the heavy weight of responsibility. Ace of Blades, the giant horntail. The giant horntail. The Ace of Blades indicates a mental breakthrough. Any conquest taken now is surely to triumph. The giant horntail is a non-stinging wasp that uses its tail for burrowing into wood. This insect symbolizes the use of newfound energy for meaningful work. Breakthrough, conquest, triumph, obscurity, disarray, force. The Two of Blades, the jewel wasp. The jewel wasp. Difficult decisions are often associated with the Two of Blades. It is of utmost importance to examine the weight of each side before making a choice. The jewel wasp resembles a precious stone swinging side to side like a pendulum. Decisions, importance, weight, ignorance, stalemate, obstruction. The Three of Blades, the ruby-tailed wasp. The Three of Blades has to do with matters of heartbreak. There is a sense of absence and sorrow. The ruby-tailed wasp symbolizes a bloody sword piercing through the heart. Heartbreak, absence, sorrow, positivity, diversion, grace. The Four of Blades, the great black wasp. After a period of pain, the process of healing begins. The Four of Blades stands for the tranquility needed for recovery. The great black wasp holds an anchor, symbolizing a time for quiet reflection and meditation. Healing, tranquility, meditation, fatigue, depletion, inactivity. Beautiful. The Five of Blades, the warrior wasp. The warrior wasp. When the Five of Blades turns up, there is often feuding or falling out. Entitlement or disloyalty might be at the heart of the problem. The warrior wasp holds a sharp dagger ready to take on anyone in a fight. Feuding, entitlement, disloyalty, understanding, reconciliation, trust. Dark paper wasp, the Six of Blades. The Six of Blades is present when it comes to cutting ties. The solution to a current problem might have to do with transformation or passage. The dark paper wasp holds a pair of scissors, indicating a time of severance and moving forward. Wow. Seven of Blades, the large cuckoo wasp. Mischief and duplicity are at the core of the Seven of Blades. someone may be getting away with misconduct and escaping any repercussions. The large cuckoo wasp is a master manipulator disguising itself to trick others. Mischief, duplicity, escape, counsel, instruction, commitment. All right. The Eight of Blades, the keyhole wasp. Keyhole wasp. The Eight of Blades reveals a sense of imprisonment, restriction, and loneliness. It is time to break free of these negative feelings. The keyhole wasp holds a heart-shaped lock. The key to freedom is already within reach. Imprisonment, restriction, loneliness, independence, accountability, rehabilitation. The Nine of Blades, thread-waisted wasp. Thread-waisted wasp. The Nine of Blades indicates frayed nerves. Anxious feelings of failure and misery are too overwhelming to bear. The thread-waisted wasp symbolizes the feeling of mental fortitude, literally hanging by a thread. Don't allow these toxic feelings to impede on life. Anxiety, failure, misery, objectivity, revelation, recuperation. Ten of Blades, the murder hornet. The murder hornet. A painful ending is near when the Ten of Blades is in sight. It could manifest as a crisis or betrayal. The murder hornet holds a coffin, symbolizing the end that is quickly approaching. Let go and accept the change that is coming. Oftentimes it means a new beginning. Ending, crisis, betrayal, advantage, profit, recovery. The Page of Blades, the honey wasp, the honey wasp. When it comes to thirst for knowledge, the Page of Blades cannot be quenched. This card indicates a thoughtful spirit who is ready to learn through study and examination. The honey wasp is curious, intelligent, and contributes by making honey. Knowledge, thoughtfulness, examination, inattention, annoyance, irritability. The Champion of Blades, the bald-faced hornet. The bald-faced hornet. Bravery and resolve are characteristics of the Champion of Blades. The bald-faced hornet has a sharp sting, an aggressive spirit, and a good memory. These are the perfect warriors when it comes to defense of the nest. Beautiful. The Queen of Blades, the rusty spider wasp. The Queen of Blades rules with firmness and intelligence. She is the perfect leader for an organization. The rusty spider wasp strategically hunts wolf spiders. This insect knows its own strength and lives a fearless life. The King of Blades, the mammoth wasp. The mammoth wasp. The King of Blades represents command, authority, and law. When this card turns up, it means ruling with strength and wisdom. The mammoth wasp is a massive insect who preys on the rhino beetle. Wow. The Ace of Orbs, the golden silk spider. The Ace of Orbs represents prosperity and comfort, time to take chances, start new projects, and to do it all in luxury. The golden silk spider lives lavishly and is not afraid to show off. This arachnid grows to 3 inches in size, not including the legs, and weaves webs up to 3 feet in size. prosperity, comfort, luxury, gluttony, consumption, stinginess. Two of orbs, blind huntsman, the blind huntsman. When the two of orbs appears, it is time to consider prioritization and balance. The blind huntsman is the first of its kind to lack legs, to lack eyes. It primarily lives in caves and must use adaptability to hunt for prey and to survive in complete darkness. Prioritization, balance, adaptability, disorganization, irresponsibility, unpredictability. The three of orbs, daddy long legs, daddy long legs. Teamwork, learning, and implementation are all key elements of the three of orbs. Daddy long legs are social creatures who are often found hanging out in groups. The more legs, the merrier. Excuse me. Let me get a drink here. All right. The four of orbs, the armored door spider. The armored door spider. The four of orbs relates to saving money. Having something put away for a rainy day can offer a sense of security, but obsessing over spending can lead to a dissatisfying life. The armored door spider has a hard shell and a heavy duty nest with a door. This creature is prepared for anything, and maybe that is why it lives so long. Security, protection, support, scarcity, conservatism, regulation. All right. The five of orbs, the five of orbs. The five of orbs is a sign of poverty and maybe even sickness. It is tempting to feel the sense of seclusion and have a victim mentality. The brown recluse and solitary are solitary and secretive. They symbolize death because of their venomous bite. Poverty, sickness, seclusion. Alleviation, aspiration, improvement. Wow. The six of orbs, flower spider, flower spider. Charity and empathy are the essence of the six of orbs. It is time to show kindness to others by sharing wealth and serving those in need. The flower spider resembles a budding plant and is found hunting among foliage. This arachnid inspires a smile and the feeling of kindness. Charity, empathy, kindness, desire, cupidity, envy. The seven of orbs, the silver garden spider, the silver garden spider. The seven of orbs is about investing time into a substantial future. Contributions in the current moment will bring forth rewards down the road. The silver garden spider looks like a jeweled egg and symbolizes life, rebirth, and prosperity. The eight of orbs, Darwin's bark spider. Darwin's bark spider. The eight of orbs represents craftsmanship and the development of skill. Deep concentration can lead to breakthroughs and worthwhile results. Darwin's bark spider is the master weaver with a web that is one of the strongest biological materials on Earth. Craftsmanship, development, concentration, perfectionism, setbacks, compulsion. The nine of orbs, the shamrock spider. The shamrock spider. The nine of orbs makes an appearance when it is time to enjoy the fruits of labor. This card is associated with affluence and the appreciation of prosperity. The shamrock spider represents good luck and fortune. enjoyment, affluence, appreciation, overindulgence, depravity, hustling. All right, what do we got here? The giant sun spider. The giant sun spider. Legacy is at the heart of the Ten of Orbs. This card stands for accumulation and the preservation of wealth for future generations. The giant sun spider resembles the look and lifestyle of a scorpion. It symbolizes the everlasting power and substantial energy of the sun. Legacy, accumulation, preservation, adversity, robbery, fatality. Oh. The Page of Orbs, the clever fishing spider. The Page of Orbs, the clever fishing spider. The Page of Orbs stands for new beginnings through the application of study and scholarship. The clever fishing spider demonstrates resourcefulness as it waits and watches for prey and hunts by sensing the slightest movement in the water. Upright, application, scholarship, resourcefulness. Prodigality, dissipation, liberality. All right. The champion of orbs is next, and that is the bold jumping spider. The bold jumping spider. Utility and resourcefulness are the traits of the champion orbs. Interest lies in productivity and hard work. The bold jumping spider is no stranger to hard work. They actively seek and stock food instead of waiting for it to come to them. Utility, interest, usefulness, idleness, repose, discouragement. Beautiful. The Queen of Orbs, Black Widow. The Queen of Orbs is present when it comes to mastering practical needs. This card stands for diligence and integrity in work and home life. Although the Black Widow may seem intimidating, this creature is self-sufficient and does whatever it takes to get the work done. Practicality, diligence, integrity, mistrust, suspicion, alienation. All right, and the last card that we have is the King of Orbs. The King of Orbs. Beautiful. Represents worldly success through a lifetime of discipline. The attainment of wealth comes from strategic steps and wise decisions. The Goliath bird eater is the king of spiders. It is the largest spider, and as the name suggests, it eats birds and other animals smaller than it. Discipline, attainment, strategy, stubbornness, ineptitude, peril. Wow. That was beautiful. Really, really fun. Really, really fun. And there's a cute little thank you at the back of the book from Faina that I'll read. Thank you for choosing to care about independent art. You understand how important it is to support artists because it leads to a more vibrant and beautiful world. Your investment into this art means so much to me. I am grateful that this deck has found its ways to you. Artfully yours, Faina. Beautiful. How cute. How cute. All right. And that is our full exploration. Our full exploration. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. So let's stretch out our camera here. And what we're going to do next is we're going to shuffle up these cards, put them into a couple piles here, and then we will do a fun little reading. We'll do a fun little reading with these beautiful, beautiful, beautiful cards. And if anyone would like me to pull them a couple cards with this beautiful deck, Insecta Obscura by Faina Lorah, please send me a super chat, a super thanks, or sign up for a YouTube membership. Okay. And we're just going to go through all these cards here. Just give them a quick shuffle. And then we will pull a couple cards and do a little Saturn Square reading. How fun, how fun. Okay. So let's see. We'll take. It's interesting with the squares because they're in some ways they're easier to deal with, but then they're also kind of trickier to deal with than others. It makes shuffling quite difficult. They don't really shuffle like a traditional deck of cards. You kind of have to, yeah, keep them in smaller piles and just work with it that way. Oh man. Okay. Well, I think we're pretty good, I imagine. Pretty well shuffled here. Let's take this box and we'll move it over to the side. I really like this deck. I think this deck is really cute, really gorgeous. I absolutely love the insect theme. I think it's unique. And I really, really appreciate the style of the art. It almost is reminiscent of kind of tattoo art in some ways, but also kind of like that folky, kitschy art. I don't know. I just really like it. Really, really, really cute card. It's really well done. Very, very simple, but very powerful. So let's see here. Right. We invoke Apollo and the Muses and ask them to shine their light upon us, to guide us throughout our day, and to help us to realize the beauty of our dreams. So Apollo and the Muses, what is the empowering and inspiring message from Faina Lorah and the Insecta Obscura Tarot? Okay, let's take a look here. I'll give our cards a quick cut. All right, Muses inspire. All right. And our center card is the King of Orbs, the Goliath Bird Eater, the King of Discs. We've been seeing the King of Discs a lot lately. The King of Discs is, the fire of Earth, the fire of Earth. We could probably move in a bit for this deck. The fire of Earth, right? They are that mature masculine energy that is empowered in the earth, that takes responsibility, that protects the home and supports the family. Really, really beautiful, grounded energy. Let's see where this goes. Okay. The High Priestess, the Morning Cloak, the Morning Cloak, the Hidden Muse, the Hidden Sun, right? Powerful, powerful energy. And when we see the High Priestess, we are always called to go into the depths of ourselves, to seek out the hidden and the unknown, to go into our deep unconscious mind. We find the highest muse in the silence and in the darkness, right? Really profound energy. And she leads to empowered inspiration, initiation, transformation, and change. When we see this energy, we must prepare ourselves for that transformation and also see outside of our limited perspective. This energy of the High Priestess manifests the grand weaving. She is the three fates. And as such, we have to see this as universal energy. We are caught in it, but it's happening and affecting far more than just us. Where are we going? The Hierophant, the Holy Cross Bug, the five. Beautiful, beautiful. The Hierophant, right? The Hierophant is Venus in Taurus. Venus in Taurus. And it's the five. Powerful, powerful, beautiful energy. This is the energy that moves beyond the limitation of the four elements, that reaches up into the heights of the stars and draws down that Venus goddess energy and plants it into the earth, cultivates the earth, and manifests true tradition, true wisdom, true empowered community. Really powerful energy. And I have this vision here, this profound feeling that this is about the the king, the empowered actor in the earth, learning to trust their intuition, learning to listen to their muse, and to become that empowered Hierophant, the one who can truly be the conduit for wisdom and the divine, and empower that energy in the earth. Build the temple. Where do we go from here? The Hangman, the hickory horned devil, the Hangman. Wow. The gaining of new perspective, and being forced to surrender, to face our fears, and to really trust our intuition in this moment. Profound energy, the three energy. that calls us into the magic of weaving. And this is about truly, really going to what makes us uncomfortable, being honest with ourselves, shedding what no longer serves, and making an informed, empowered action, surrendering and overcoming, right? Really, really powerful, powerful energy. Beautiful. Where does this take us? The star. The star. Oh, interesting. The star. There's a lot going on here. I have this profound sense that in order to embody the energy of the Hierophant, we're going to have to learn to surrender, to accept our role, to embrace the inspiration. You know, it's very heavy to become that energy that has to take responsibility. And few people really want to. And the best way to do it is to simply embody it and allow it to empower and uplift you, right? And this is the recognition, too. This is what this beautiful king has been wishing for, what they've been crying out for. We're seeing the energy of the star, Aquarius, which calls us into the heights of the ideal to empower ourselves in that mystical vision, thought, and action, right? This is really profound energy, calls us to recognize our ancestors, the stars, and to cry out in love and desperation, to transform our reality, right? To empower ourselves in that vision of the muse. Really, really powerful energy here, doing the ritual work, right? Surrendering to that magic and enthusing ourselves in it. Wow. Where do we go from here? The Three of Wands. The Three of Wands, the greater stag beetle. The Three of Wands is victory, victory, right? That empowered weaving three energy, the divine feminine, in the flames, in the fire, in the wands. And this is the Hecate energy that calls us to recognize that every person is a star, right? That it is love under will, and that we must harmonize our will within the universe, and that we can truly empower ourselves if we work within that community energy, if we fight for truth and justice, if we stand up and give voice to that greater perspective. Really powerful, profound energy, right? Hecate is the one who hears the abduction of the Kori, and she does something. She tells the mother Demeter, and she brings Demeter to Helios, and together they help her bring the Kori back, right? Powerful, powerful energy that. Let's see, right? And this is all about learning to harmonize, to surrender and harmonize, to come into flow, to accept the responsibilities, to trust in our muse. All right. The Emperor. Oh, sorry, the Empress. The monarch butterfly, the Empress, crowning this reading. That's so beautiful. We have the twins, the High Priestess and the Empress, Aphrodite, Urania, in the heights of the ideal, and Aphrodite, Pandemos, in the earth, the lover of all, the creator of all. Really powerful, powerful energies here, you know? And the Empress is crowning our entire reading. The Empress represents the divine feminine in all of her infinite diversity. She is the most creative card, the most nurturing card, the representation of nature itself. And look, we just have to surrender to that loving energy, embody that loving energy, and connect to her, right? We are called to represent that energy in the earth and engage, to listen and to follow after the muse. Wow, really, really beautiful, powerful stuff. Oh, thank you, Mother Panda, for the donation. And I will pull you a couple cards after this. Really, really appreciate it. Wow, let's see here. Next up, we got the Chariot, the Taurus scarab. The Chariot is the seven, right? We are called to don our armor, to empower ourselves in our will, and to take responsibility. The Chariot is also Cancer, the seven. And this is about truly, truly defending and protecting our loved ones and having the strength and the power to do so, right? Really taking action, taking action. Beautiful, 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 right? That harmonizing of our will leads us to empowered action. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Leads us to the Empress. And the last card we got, the Six of Wands, the Emerald euphoria. And the Six of Wands, right? That's victory, the perfected middle path in the fire. This is knowledge and conversation with the holy guardian angel, walking our path in flow and in harmony, being our most beautiful, empowered self. Really glorious, glorious energy here, right? When we can connect to that divine, feminine, Aphrodite, Pandemos, we can really transform. We can really empower ourselves. This is where the wish is leading us. This is where all that work is going. We're becoming that empowered community builder in order to connect to that great mother energy, to lift that veil and trust of the muse, right? These are one force carrying us together. Wild, wild energy here. So beautiful. The king going on a profound journey of surrender, of learning to trust the muse, of becoming the empowered community builder, and of doing the work of truly empowering themselves, right? Coming into empowered action. And then this powerful, powerful energy, right? The Six of Wands, the true victory, the true realization of self. Wow. That's the message, everyone. Powerful, powerful stuff. Power yourself in your wish. Connect to that great mother energy. Become her empowered priest, or priestess. Cultivate the earth. Glorious, glorious stuff. Beautiful energy. Wow. All right. That is our reading from the Insecta Obscura Tarot by Faina Lorah. How fun was that? How fun was that? All right. Thank you, everyone, for checking that out. I hope that resonated with you. It certainly resonated with me. And thank you, Faina. All right. And let us go now to our donation. Thank you so much, Mother Panda. I really, really appreciate the support. And let us pull you 3 cards from the Insecta Obscura Tarot by Faina Lorah. All right. And let's see here. Apollo and the Muses, shine your light upon Mother Panda. Guide them throughout their day and help them to realize the beauty of their dreams. So let's see here. Apollo and the Muses, what is the empowering and inspiring message for Mother Panda? Okay, let's take a look. We'll give our cards a quick cut here. Muses inspire. Okay. The Three of Cups, the Comet Moth. So the energy is directing you to the love of abundance. The Three of Cups is the energy that connects us to others in loving support, that calls us to be in that energy of generation and manifestation, right? The 3 is the divine feminine energy. And in the water, this is the energy that embraces that empowered connection, that takes the magic of the 2 and puts it into action, that generates generation, really powerful, loving abundance, right? And that energy rains down in flow. It pays it forward, right? You inspire someone who inspires someone who inspires someone. This true, loving, empowered growth energy here. Wow. Where do we go from there? The Ten of Blades. The Ten of Blades. Yeah. Before you can truly empower yourself in this loving connection, where you're really engaging and manifesting community and friendship, you have to break free of the fear of overthinking. The Ten of Swords is intimately connected here. And the Ten of Swords is profound, right? This is ruin. But more than ruin, it's about understanding of our overthinking of our fears and how we've imprisoned ourselves. So this requires you to take a step outside of your own self, to see yourself from a greater perspective, to really look at your life and recognize that your own overthinking, your own fears, your own misconceptions have led to this frustrated energy that have disconnected you from that 3. If you wish to empower yourself and flow, then you first have to learn to get over the overthinking and fear, right? Bring this energy to a close. Go back to the root of the air and empower yourself in wisdom, communication, and understanding. And this time you can do it with profound experience. Powerful energy. Where do we go from here? The Champion of Wands. Yeah, you're showing up as the heir of fire. Okay. The heir of fire, ultimately the champion of wands, like all of the princes, needs to let go of this energy. They need to transition out of that teenage energy and become an empowered adult, take true responsibility. And this means coming down from the heights of the air and empowering themselves in love and desire, truly connecting to the world around them and accepting the world around them, learning to cultivate the self and to take responsibility, right? Intense energy. And for this particular prince, right? For this prince, right? The champion of wands, they got such intense energy because they are the water, sorry, they are the air and the fire. The air and the fire creates a firestorm. They get caught up in their own imagination. They get caught up in all of this. Yes, the champions are princes. They get caught up in all of this desire to make an impact, to be seen, to be heard. But they're not really connected to people, right? They lack the water, they lack the earth. But yet they really want to change. They want to make a difference. They want to inspire. They're not showing up in an energy that's really going to do that. Instead, they're showing up in an energy that's creative, that can make a big splash. But lasting change, no. This energy really needs to come down to earth and take responsibility, really empower itself in action. Creative and interesting, but ultimately this energy is reckless. Often these rebels burn themselves out, explode themselves, all to make a point. Often a point that's never understood, right? Really intense energy, really intense energy. But what I'm seeing is there's this true need. There's a need for this prince to stop overthinking, to come down from the heights of the air, to cultivate themselves in loving flow. And that means that it's no longer about trying to make an impact. It's no longer about your own perspective. You got to listen and pay attention to the world around you. The Three of Cups is that flowing, selfless energy that's constantly seeing the connections, that's embracing all of this empowered community. And that's where the energy is taking you. The energy is taking you out of the air, right, and into the loving flow of the waters, into the loving flow of the water. You know, completing the air, no longer getting in our own way, and recognizing that if we truly wish to come and flow, then you have to flow in community. You have to flow in community. You know, this is intense energy, but it's really the energy of Libra, right? The energy of Libra. You got to balance yourself, right? First, form this solid sense of self, and that means getting out of this air, right? That means coming into balance, no longer in that chaotic energy that's trying to just make an impact, that's trying to be seen, it's trying to be respected, right? The best way to be seen and respected is to do something, right? You got to come down in the earth and to come into action, take responsibility and cultivate yourself, right? And that is all about this Libra energy, disciplining oneself, balancing the poles. And then it's about learning to come into harmony in a community, right? The Three of Cups is this flowing energy, right? You can shine and be your beautiful self, but it has to be in flow with others. And that requires you to recognize and to listen to others and to trust and to be a part of something, right? You stand as a part of the tapestry. And that's going to take a lot of listening. It's difficult energy for the prince, right? The champion here, the champion of fire. They're so caught up in their own thing. But if you really wish to manifest love and come into community, then that's what it takes. You're going to have to get out of your fear. You're going to have to put yourself into flow. And you're going to have to do the hard work of learning to communicate and to listen. But there's so much love and potential here. The threes are expansive. When you break out of this fear, right? Not only do you stop being that fearful youth caught up in the air, but you now can engage in the waters, right? Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. So much love and potential here. You're not showing up in a bad way. You're showing up in a youthful way that needs to focus and get out of fear, right? Come into flow. You want friendship. You want community. The waters are what you need. And the waters require you to be connected to others, to listen to others above all, right? Think about it from that Queen of Wands energy, or Queen of Cups energy too, right? She's the most watery energy, and she serves. She thinks of others first. She listens. You know, that's the energy of the Three of Cups. All right. Peace and love. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it, Mother Panda. I hope that resonated with you. All right. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Okay, everyone. That is the beautiful, the wonderful Insecta Obscura. So much fun. So much fun. All right. So I think we're going to end our reading there, end our exploration of this deck there. And everyone, please go support Faina. Make sure you can go check out her YouTube channel and see her new deck that she's promoting right now, which is the Weird Weavings Thread of Feminine Wisdom. It looks really, really cool. I hope to get it in the near future. And yeah, wonderful, wonderful deck. It was a lot of fun, and I'll be using it in readings going forward. So thank you again to everyone who donated, and much love to all of you, and thank you for watching. Please support the artist. Please go check out this deck. Really thought it was cool. Insecta Obscura. So much fun. All right. Peace and love, everyone. And I hope I'll see you later on this evening when we do our evening adoration to the muses. Until then, take care.